Max Holloway without a doubt is one of the greatest fighters of all time, and the dude has never had a boring fight. And he is so entertaining. At the current moment in time, he has 11 Fight of the Night bonuses. However, since Dana White announced Max Holloway would be fighting Justin Gaethje for the BMF title at UFC 300, all I have been seeing people say on social media is that Max Holloway has no chance and that Justin Gaethje is going to absolutely destroy him. But my question is, why are so many people sleeping on and doubting Max Holloway? Justin Gaethje is a phenomenal fighter. Yes, we all know this. However, I think people are genuinely forgetting how good Max Holloway is. If you look at Max Holloway's record, you can tell that is an extremely impressive one. And recently, he's only ever lost to Dustin Poirier and Alexander Volkanovski. And many people thought he won the second fight against Alexander Volkanovski. Let's face it, most people lose to Dustin Poirier and Alexander Volkanovski. They're phenomenal fighters. However, even with Max Holloway's recent losses, it's not like he's been on a super huge slide. Max Holloway has essentially beaten everybody in the featherweight division but Alexander Volkanovski. And Max Holloway has looked incredible in his last 4 wins. When he absolutely outboxed Calvin Kattar 447 strikes to Calvin Kattar's 134. He also gave us one of the most memorable moments in the UFC where he said, "I'm the best boxer," while he was fighting Calvin Kattar. He even went and put on an absolute clinic against Yair Rodriguez, who is an extremely skilled fighter himself. Max Holloway would go on to have 251 strikes compared to Yair's 186. Then he went on to beat Arnold Allen for 5 straight rounds, where the final tally would be 149 strikes for Max Holloway and 80 for Arnold Allen. And then finally, in the last fight Max Holloway had, he would get a knockout win over Chan Sung Jung, also known as the Korean Zombie, in the 3rd round of their fight. Max Holloway so far has only lost to the best of the best, and anybody who's not the best of the best has gotten absolutely torn apart by Max Holloway. For people to write him off and say he doesn't have a chance is wild. Max Holloway is definitely one of the best fighters in the UFC, and he has a list of accomplishments to prove it. He has the 7th most wins in UFC history, tied with Jon Jones and Dustin Poirier. He has the 6th most knockouts in UFC history with 10, tied with Francis Ngannou and Dustin Poirier. He is ranked 3rd when it comes to win streaks in the UFC with 13, tied with people like Khabib Nurmagomedov and Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson and Jon Jones. He has 11 fight night bonuses, which I talked about earlier. He also has the 3rd most total fight time in the UFC with 7 hours, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds. Max Holloway has tons of accomplishments, and he's been a part of the sport a really long time. The dude is a living legend, and he's still competing at the highest level. He is also by far the best boxer in the UFC. He has the most significant strikes landed in UFC with 3,197, with Angela Hill and Sean Strickland both below him by almost 1,300 strikes. He also has the most total strikes landed in the UFC with 3,441, with 2nd place going to one of the greatest of all time, George St. Pierre, with 2,591 strikes. Max Holloway is an incredible fighter. He has the list of accomplishments to prove it, and he has the stats to prove it. And I just find it very crazy that people are saying he has no chance against Justin Gaethje. Yes, Justin Gaethje is an incredible fighter. We all know how crazy good the dude is, and we all have seen his knockout power. But for people to completely write off Max Holloway like his best days are behind him is absolutely just downright disrespectful. At UFC 300, when Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje step inside that octagon and fight, I can guarantee you it is going to be an absolute banger of a fight. These men always put on shows when they fight. Like I said earlier, Max Holloway has 11 Fight of the Night bonuses, and Justin Gaethje has 12 Fight of the Night bonuses. So like I said, and I hate to repeat myself, this is going to be an amazing fight no matter what happens. I definitely do think Max Holloway has a chance to take that BMF title away from Justin Gaethje. Yes, Max Holloway is going up a weight class. However, if you have ever seen Max Holloway cutting weight while he's on the scale, he looks like he's on death's doorsteps, and I found a great picture, and on the left you can see Max Holloway cutting weight for featherweight, and on the right cutting weight for lightweight. The dude on the left genuinely looks like he's on death's doorstep. The only person who I have ever seen look worse than this was Beneil Dariush when he was cutting weight, when the dude looked like he was on another plane of existence. Yes, Max Holloway is going up a weight class, this is true, and it's something that's very hard for fighters to do, but Max Holloway has the skills to do it. I believe the last time Max Holloway fought in this weight class, he was fighting against Dustin Poirier, and that was an absolute 5-round war. And although Dustin Poirier would go on to win by unanimous decision, Max Holloway still looked extremely good in that fight, and he arguably won 2 rounds of that fight. It's not like he got completely blown out of the water by Dustin Poirier by any means. It was a competitive fight. Like I said, I think it's crazy how people are saying Max Holloway has no chance, and that Justin Gaethje is just gonna run through him. Nobody has ever just run through Max Holloway. Max Holloway is a phenomenal fighter, and so is Justin Gaethje. Both of these fighters deserve respect and love, and I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing fight. But the amount of doubting I see when it comes to Max Holloway is, like I said, just crazy. I feel absolutely blessed, no pun intended, to be able to even watch this fight. This is like a dream fight, a super fight, and I'm one of the lucky fans who gets to watch it, and so are all of you. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really appreciate it. Welcome to the outro. At the current moment in time I'm making this outro and this video, UFC 300 is 70 days away. And within 70 days, I want to do my best to become the best MMA content creator here on YouTube. However, I can't do it without your help. If you guys have any ideas for future videos or any ideas on how I can improve these ones, please let me know down in the comment section below. It really does help. Also, if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to subscribe and like the video, as it really does help. Anyways, with that being said, I love you all. Peace out, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.